And greetings, everyone. Greetings, greetings, greetings. How are you this morning? It is 3 a.m. on Earth in the middle of the United States right now, just 2 minutes after 3 a.m. And here it is 5:14 a.m. in the town. We have a brand new town of Jalapari, and that is the name of the new town that we have. You can see the sun coming up behind me, and you can also see behind me the abandoned witches' coven house on the hill. It's abandoned. I relit the fireplace in there just to keep it warm in case I wanted to use it, but I haven't really been using it. I've been staying in town. If you were watching Twitch yesterday, you're lucky because that Twitch doesn't exist anymore. I will show you what happened yesterday, but yesterday was one of those days. My Vincentius Primus, his stepdad is in the hospital, and so he's 94, and so it was a day of a lot of stress, and so I wasn't in the best of moods. However, lots of interesting things happened yesterday, and I'm going to show you one of them right now. I'm actually going to leave here, and we're going to go to the flatland for just one moment. So I've been doing Trade Post. There's a new mod for Minecolonies, and let's do single player, and let's go to the flat world because I want to show you something that happened. I was frustrated yesterday with Trade Post because I made a mistake, and you can see it in the background, and so I'm going to explain it. And even though I'm not a teacher or anything like that, I do want to explain this because of yesterday, because of what happened on Twitch yesterday. So yesterday, you know that I extracted this piece right here, but the thing that I didn't do until after I streamed with Vincentius Primus's help, I was talking about how frustrated I was, and so he wanted to see what it was that happened. So I came in and I showed him that I extracted a portion of this hill piece. The portion that I thought was the only thing that was needed was the rack back there and this right here, because this didn't change. This does not change, this little section here. So you can come out here and you can see that I extracted this little section right here. And everything was fine except for one thing, which I think you saw, was that I didn't have a sign and a building sign, and it is important to the building. And so what happened was, of course, the building didn't work. And so I put up a sign, but then I didn't have display shelves. And when I tried to do it yesterday, the display shelf, I was tagging the way I normally tag, and I'll show you right now. When I normally tag a chair, if you're tagging a chair or something, you just go ahead and you tag the block like this. And it said display shelf, but that's not where the display shelf is supposed to be. The display shelf needs to be above the shelf. And the only way to get it above the shelf is to put in an extra block. So I'm in the flatland, so I could put these blocks in and put this block in and then do this display shelf right there like that. And this block right here, I'm going to take that off for a minute and take this here and remove it and come over here and put in put the shelf back. Okay, so now there is a display shelf here, and so when I put this is inside the display shelf, as you can see, and that is one of the most important things about this particular extraction. The other thing is there's a ground piece way out here, which is because I used the hill one, and the hill one, let me take this away, comes out because these, let me come here and let's click on this one, and let's shift, and yeah, get that. So you can see that this one comes out. So they have the ground level be out here because it was supposed to be this whole piece, and they put the ground level out farther. I'm actually glad that they did that because it does enable me to have this work in the area that I want it to work in. And so now that, and when I copied it, it copied over the pieces. And so when let's do this for a second. I didn't change anything here except, oh wait, I just clicked on that by mistake. Click that off, and let's come here, and let's take that off for a second. Let's make that go away for a second. And hopefully I didn't mess it up. And let's shift and do that. There we go. And so I didn't do anything, I didn't change this. So on all of the levels, they'll still be able to build. I have to put in the first level because I still haven't figured out the HUD block yet, why the HUD block doesn't work. But I just wanted to show you that part because then I went back into the world. Now, before I figured it out yesterday, I did make this building right here. Now, this is a level 2, I believe, because it has 4 display places. The level 2 is not bad. We can bring it up to a level 2. I don't know what this block is. Let's see. It says it's thatch. Let's see what thatch is. And there it is. So there's a thatch block. Let's come over here and see what thatch is. And they're using the light thatch. Ah, nice. So they have a new, it's a new type of block. It's actually quite pretty, and I like it. It's thatch for trade post for Minecolonies, which is a little similar to the wheat thatch block, but it's not. And because they've added some new blocks in trade post. And so that is what we discovered. So I'm going to leave this world. That's my experimental world, and go back to Jalapari, the new town. And we are looking right now. And so here we are. So here's the one that I put in. Here's the one that I put in when I was frustrated. And this one allowed us to see that it worked. That it works. Yahoo, it works. So we did have someone here. We did move Jack over to here to make it work. And he left some things in the display. But he is now back to working in the original one that I wanted to be here. We can have more than one marketplace, and I will. So these are things he's already decided he's going to sell, and this is you have to put them in here first so that he can actually analyze. And this is excellent for getting stuff. And we've actually made some money. He has made some money, and let's see what happened to it. Let's see if he has it on him. Doesn't have it on him. Let's look here and see if any. I don't think anything's been sold here yet. Oh no, he sold pufferfish. Excellent. So he has found a market for pufferfish. and he's really happy with that market. He sold some other things, and so we should have a coin. And here's the interesting thing. Where are the coins going? Let's look here, here, here. Inventory. There's nothing in the inventory. So where are these coins? What do they look like? See, we have a current balance of 50. Withdraw a coin. Ooh. This marketplace cannot mint coins. Hold on a second. Auto mint is on. I wonder what happened, why we can't mint coins here. So there's still something missing. There's still something missing. We have 50 coins here. And I can't, it says auto mint is on. Why don't we turn it off and turn it back on? And,
it's a fine day.
And see if that helps. That is so interesting. So we have coins, but it's saying that we can't withdraw any. Do we have to withdraw them from here? Trade coin minted in an unknown land. What about the coins, the other coins that we have? Let's try again. This marketplace cannot mint coins. All right, so we're going to have to look at the wiki as far as coins are concerned, and I'm not sure I want to do that right at this second. Number 2, yesterday. Yesterday, when we were building this, and this was really interesting, we had a couple people who had the measles, and so then we were running around trying to get them medication, and Mr. Villager suggested that we put up an emergency tent, and here we are right here, where people could at least come and get healed. And what does he need?
Fine morning, isn't it?
He needs carrot and he needs a potato. So I'm not sure why he's not getting it. Is it because he should get it, but maybe there still needs to be a doctor for him to get it? But at least I don't have to search all over the place to find this person. They're
You are so wise, my
they're
friend.
coming to the hospital in order to this tent here, and that's Jack. We have 2 Jacks. One is Jalapari and the other is Jack, and he's sounding really bad, but we just gave him some let me put away this tag tool for a second, and we'll look and see what's going on in just a minute. So we put up a field tent for emergency hospital until she builds the level 1 of the hospital in the Mystic site. This is Maisie. Maisie is one of the first 4, and she is the real builder here. She was the only one who started out as a builder, and look at what she did yesterday. She finished this yesterday, and this is the beginning of the cathedral in Old English, and this cathedral is the location for the, oh wow, look at this, high cash, the location for the hospital and for the enchanter. So both of these pieces are in here, and the rest of the cathedral is being built. This covering is over top of the graveyard piece, and it says line up cathedral with graveyard. And so line up graveyard with cathedral, line up cathedral with graveyard. We'll find out in a minute how that's going to work when we get to the graveyard. But we're not doing the graveyard at this moment. We are having her do the level 1 hospital, and so she is going to work on this. And she's over here. She's waiting for some things, and so we'll see what she is waiting for.
Need something?
Aha, she's waiting for beds. Okay, we don't have a Fletcher yet, so we're going to say I will work on it, so
Good
she's
day
not
to ya.
too frustrated. She'll know that I'm working on it, and then we'll come up. Yesterday we got 2 more people, and one of them is actually a courier, but we didn't have any room for him to live, and so he is working, and that's Jalapari. He's working as I think it's him, that he's working as a archer. He's doing the job of archer.
Hi.
For right now. Hello, you. McKenna is here. Now this is interesting. So McKenna started out, she's a pig farmer. She hadn't really done any building, but she was a good, strong person, and she wanted to help. She wanted to live here, and so she started building. Now you will notice that her building skills have become really good. She's built her skills really quickly, and Maisie is very proud of her.
Aw.
Yeah, she is. And so in the meantime, she has fallen for the shopkeeper Jack. Now, if she's a pig farmer and Jack's in the marketplace, they can't live together. So this became a new thing. What am I going to do with the people who work in this market? Where are they going to live? So we decided yesterday to put in a new builder, because I need a builder to help in this area where we still need to put in a whole bunch of stuff. And so we have McKenna working out of this. Is actually Maisie's office in the town hall, but she is in the process right now of building a brand new builder next to the marketplace. And this builder, it's floating, so I'll have to go in and fix that. And I can go in and fix it while we're talking for a second. We don't want it to float, so we're going to go in and use, hold on. We're going to go in and use a scan tool. And let's come here and get a scan tool. Here's a scan tool. And let's, I think I'm going to hold this in my left hand for a second so that I can use the scan tool right here. And let's touch right here. Make that number 2, and let's come all the way out to here and touch right here and make that number 1. Oh, I did both of them. Make this number 1 and come back in and make this number 2, and that'll be good enough to have it mostly filled up. And let's put this down now. So let's take this and put this on the ground just for a moment. We can put it right here for a second. And let's take the tool and let's come up here and we can see just exactly what it's showing. So let's come to resources and let's replace the air with dirt. And I don't have a dirt piece on me. So let's get a dirt piece from my history, from my sources, and I should get it actually from here. So we'll get a dirt piece, and we've got it. And if we have this in the hotbar, then when we go to do this, it'll automatically include it. in the first group of resources. So let's put dirt, see, dirt right there. Select, and there we are. Now there's short grass, so we're going to replace the 12 pieces of short grass with dirt, and we'll replace those. And I could replace the grass blocks, but they're going to automatically change into dirt because they're covered over. And there we have it. So we have a new hill right here, and I'm going to take this and make it go away, making the outline for the scan tool go away before I put the scan tool away. I have dirt on me, and we're just going to fill in the rest of this. What did I miss right there? I missed something. Oh, it didn't come over far enough. Okay, so let's put this right here for a minute so I can take the dirt. I'm going to bring this around so we don't have this steep hill that they have to jump off of in order to get anywhere. And so we'll bring this over, and then we have to bring this over more than one, because on this side it's coming all the way up to here. So let's bring this part over, and now it is just a hill, and there's grass on all on all the sides of this, so you can see the grass turning in this location right here. We'll pick this up. What time of day is it? It is now nighttime. It is 11. No, that's 10. It's 10. It's almost 11. And we're going to go down into the supply camp, which still exists in the bottom of the town hall. This was one of the things that Anyanka said, that this is for your personal use, and to loot it for more materials, and the basement will never be overwritten. So she put in almost everything. She put in everything you need for the town hall complex is in here. But we have been using it for all the buildings, and so we moved almost everything out because we do not have a blacksmith or someone to make certain things. We do not have everything moved. I made these spruce log slabs by mistake, and I'm going to wait for the recycler that comes with trade posts, and hopefully it will transition those blocks that I made when the time comes. But in order to do that, I need to have a coin, and I can't get to it yet, so I'll have to figure out how to get a coin out of the place by looking at the wiki. But let's continue with what else happened yesterday. Yesterday on Twitch, we had McKenna actually finished this house, the level 2 of the builder's shop that Cash has been working from this whole time, and Maisie borrowed when she was working on the warehouse. And it's important, we put Maisie on the warehouse because at the time she was the fastest builder, and so we moved her to the warehouse. It's the reason that she is working on the cathedral, because it is a massive build and she was faster. However, both Cash and McKenna have decided that they really like building, and McKenna likes it enough that she is building a new builder shop over here, because Jack works here, Jack Adelberg, and she has fallen for him. We arranged for 2 houses to be built right here, and possibly more. These are going to be people who work in this area, and 2 of them are Maisie and who's this in here? Carter. Maisie and Carter were our first couple. I don't know whether they're still a couple anymore. They haven't been together they have given McKenna and Jack the bed, the double bed in the tavern. And so we right now are going to make sure that there's some housing right here. We can do up to level 2, and that's what Maisie would like to do. Build this building up to level 2, which is where we're at, and build these houses right here. Cash is working, but Maisie and Cash had already brought the forester up to a level 2. This is the forester, and this is a new person, Harper, I think. Yay, I remembered. Harper is our last person to join the town, and she is a forester. Now, there's still a thing, and I thought so, that I have never been able to get them to start planting. It always seems like if there are no trees, that you have to plant the trees. I rather plant them than be frustrated. So we planted some trees in the specified area. I don't want her going back here and cutting down these maple trees. I don't want her cutting down maple trees back here in this area, which is called the Coconino. I'm going to say it's Coconino, the Coconino Meadows. Hold on. Wow, that tree looked like a house. I thought for a second, did I miss? I did. Look at this. There's a skeleton. Now, we didn't have to purchase the land from this skeleton right here, the skeleton kingdom. We didn't purchase the land from here. And the reason we didn't have to was because the witches... This is not skeletons. Oh my gosh, it's one of these. This is actually a monastery. And it should be villagers. Yes, it is. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy that this is here. Mr. Villager doesn't know yet that this is here. This is a monastery. And as you can see them, they just spawned in and they're getting jobs. And there she is. Hello. This should be a librarian, and yes, and there is a priest, and he doesn't have a job yet. So we have a bunch of librarians and a priest, and I love these. Oh, and wow, and there are golems. And ooh, down here we have a fisher. That probably means that we have, but there is water here. But there isn't any water for this fisherman. We might break that and so that he can be a farmer. Is there a farm piece here? There is not. I know I've gotten distracted, but I always do when this happens. Let's break this right here. Oh, I picked up his stuff. And let's get a farm piece and put right here. Farm. Nope, not one of theirs. Composter is what it is. C-O-M. It's their composter right here, and we can put it right on that mark. Right here where we took away that farm piece. Did we take it away from here? Let's put a chest in here. I'm going to give him back his stuff because I just picked up his stuff. So we'll put the chest right here. And let me get his things. So what did he have? He must have had these mushrooms. I did not have any mushrooms yet. This coal is his. I might have had potatoes on me, but I'm going to leave these for him. So we're going to put these pieces in here. all of this. That's his. And then we'll let these pieces go. Now, he's a farmer now, or he will be. Oh, wait. Let's make that go away and put this stuff. Here we go again. Let's come here and put these back in. Let's do this. I need to get into the backpack. Sorry, back to the game. Get into the backpack. So he had wheat, a puffer, and he has cooked food. Wow. And these torches. Did he have torches? He must have. I didn't have them. I'm going to give him some of these. These belong to the other village, and so we'll give these to him as well. So we're going to put these in here also. Okay. So we definitely do not need a fisher in this area, but since there is a farmland right here, we can do a farm, and I can bring another one over. Let's have a bridge right here, crossover, and we'll put in another composter on this part, so they can have two farmers if they want, and we'll put that right there. And this person right here, let's get him so that he's not a farmer there. He's not a fisher. And now we are good. We do have some water, but I don't know that it's deep enough for them to fish in. And there is the golem at this level, but the golem can climb these stairs. And so this is actually good. And so what an interesting thing to find. And look how much this looks like Petit Hamalakut. This looks like the same land because we are on the same land on the continent that our Naraluk is on. When we look at the map, we can see up here the border, the ice border, the glacial border, in the same way as our Naraluk and Petit Hamalakut have. It's a different river, so it's some other location, but that is still the same ice that we normally see. And what a wonderful find. What a wonderful find. So yes, so this is close to us, but it is not, and there is a remnant. It looks like there's a remnant of a city or something, but it's very strange out here. So let's look at the map and see where we are. Let's come back down to our location down here, and there we are, and we're facing in the right direction to go back to Jalapari, and we're going back. So what an amazing find. I thought it was a skeleton. It was like, why didn't my people tell me there was skeletons so close? We didn't have to worry about them because this is witches' land. This is an abandoned witch's house up here. And we when I got here, lit the fire, but you can still see some cobwebs. I didn't get all of them. You can still see some cobwebs here, and you can see I didn't even have to go as far as I went for lava. I went to around the Cherry Hills in order to find a lava location so that we could have lava for studying. We need it for research. Okay, so we were talking about what we did, and we were talking about the trees, and I was talking about the fact that I did not want Harper, going out and cutting down trees in this meadow. So we established a tree location, a tree farm for her, and this is it. And it's not in rows. I plopped down some trees. I gave her a chance to plant some trees, and she did not. And so we plopped down some trees for her to be able to harvest. Now, this tree that she's harvesting is a third tree. I only planted 2 of these, and she already took one of them down. And so this is the 3rd tree that she planted. Then we planted some birch and we planted some oak so we could have it. I'm not keen on having anything else. I think we're going to use our Naraluk, who can grow exotic trees like acacia and jungle, and use them to trade with. And the trade that we're doing with them is essentially, Cash, what are you doing?
Tis a fine afternoon.
Hi. You're not doing anything, are you? Let's get Cash to do something. I forgot that we started McKenna doing something. McKenna's working on this new shop, and she's gotten to the place where she needs some materials, I think, and that's what she's waiting for. And Maisie is waiting for some materials. Now, we do have a warehouse, and we do have one courier, and Cash, let's see what's going on here. We had them working on the second courier, and it looks like we've got a second courier. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Yay! So let's go to here, and let's go to hire. At level 1, you can have 2 couriers, and let's look, and we'll look at the 2 archers that we have. There's Jalapari, and Jalapari is actually a courier. We have another. Oh shoot! Oh, quickly! Let's rush down. Let's find us a place to sleep. So let's run over here. We're headed for the supply camp in the town hall. People are running home so that they can go to sleep. And there's the other. Whoa. Okay. So here we are. We are asleep. A quiet place. Yes. So we found one of the biomes we've gone has those monuments, and we just found one. We slept all night. Wow. We slept all day and all night, and we're back. And I want to come over here and see. We have the capacity to have another courier, but I wanted to check. That's Gregory. Gregory is our first courier. I wanted to check the 2 archers. One of them is a researcher, and one of them is the courier. And I want to see if it's clear. Hayden is the researcher. See, the adaptability is only 8 for Hayden. He has, but look at the focus, mana, intelligence, knowledge. So he's the one, Hayden's the one who's going to join the university when we get it, when we upgrade it to a level 2, which we haven't done yet. So Jalapari is, who we're also calling Jack, is actually the new courier. So we're going to give him keys. We're going to give him keys to the warehouse. So we have to come down here and manage the workers. And there he is. So now that's the maximum we can have for a level 1 warehouse. We need this to be a level 2 so that we can have one of them live in the warehouse. And if Cash is not doing anything, if we have enough going on here that Cash doesn't need to work on this. Let's see. So Gregory is living here. Cash is living upstairs in his place, in his builder's shop. Up here is a level 1 house. We had Cash build the house part. McKenna only built the builder so that we could. He's got an attic. How cute. And so this is where he is living now. And let's come down. And so Gregory is living in this house right here. And Harper is living in the farmhouse for right now. And Nikolai is living in this farmhouse next to this farm. Now, the farmhouse that Harper is living in has a farm as well, but we haven't done anything with this farm yet. And so we are getting our food from Petit Hamal Lakut and the resort, and from Arnarluk, except for potatoes and fish. They are providing their own potatoes and fish right now until we put in some more fields. So Hayden is now the only archer we have left. We don't need any security. This land belongs to the witches, and therefore this land is open to the mermaid nation of Ta'ana. And so we claimed the land for this town. And so this is what's happening here now. So now Cash isn't working on anything. And so what I think we're going to have him do is the level 2 of the warehouse. Which one is more important? The level 2 of the warehouse or the level 2 of the mine? We don't have a miner yet. We just barely got the forester, and we need the miner next. And because we're going to be behind, I think I want him to work. Nope. Who's living here? Wesson is living here in the miner's house right now. But we'll be able to move Wesson back into the tavern once these houses are done over here. One of these houses, McKenna and Jack can move into. And so she's going to start working on this house after she finishes the builder's shop right here, because then she's going to work from that builder's shop on that house. All right, so since we're going to do it like that, we'll let the miner be a level 1 for now, and we'll build the level 2. I need another house over here, and there is one in the warehouse at level 2. So let me see what it looks like. There is the residence piece. It's a lot of oak, a decent amount of cobble, but a lot of oak. But it's still pretty manageable for them. And so we are going to have Cash upgrade the building so we can get the extra house. Now, Jakari doesn't have a place to live. And so right now, I think the only place for him, if I can't find him a place to live, is that Skin in the game? No. Oh, for a minute I thought she had a strange place. If there isn't any place to live here, there is not. Okay, I might not be able to have Jakari be work here yet because he doesn't have a place to live. And I don't have any more housing. Is someone living here? Hold on, let me see if someone is living here. Okay, this is far. Look how far he has to travel. So this is really far. If we have Nikolai move here, I want to see if Jakari has less of a travel if he lives here. Let's see if this is better for him. Because then Nikolai, wait, nope, I didn't want to do that. Because then Nikolai and 86. So we're going to have Jakari move here for now, and we're going to have Nikolai move down to this house, thank goodness, for the time being. I see you. So let's come over here and let's look right here, because he has to have some place to live. So Nikolai is going to live here. He has a longer commute, but Nikolai is always down here looking at the land. And we can't have a pet shop. We haven't researched. We built the pet shop, but we haven't researched it yet. And so, no, we had to have. We had to have researched it, but I don't think so. I think we needed a coin to do that. We have coins. Let's look for coin. Minted in an unknown land. And a gold trade coin. Minted in an unknown land. I think that means you have to have an outpost, but I'm just guessing right now. I'd have to go to the wiki and see. So we decided to put in the pet shop before we got animals, because supposedly if you train a pet, they will gather animals for you. Trained wolf will gather animals for you. So I want to try that out. So I'm going to wait until we can try that out. And no, I didn't want you. Let's make this go away. Let's get a piece of grass for just a second. The sun is setting and everyone's going to go home and go to bed in a little bit. It's 5:42. They're going to work for probably another half hour at least, but I'm putting in some land here. This is too high, this drop. So we're going to add land to this section right here so that it's possible for, we're going to lose some of these flowers. We're not going to lose that. Let's take those up and that, and we'll put all this here. Let's take this off. I know he's walking on it. She. And let's come here and do one more in this section. I know it's dark. So this is where we're at. We're trying to get Carter and Maisie a house. I know, but I'm not trying to train you. So let's come here. This is the farm area, and we just don't want to have this much land here. Let's put this here so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. When Raycom's streams Raycom's streams on Twitch, he is one of the lead developers for Minecolonies, and when he streams, every once in a while he's doing something in the dark, and it's like he's doing something in the dark, but this is how it happens. You start doing something in the dark, and you don't even realize that you can't see anything. So, all right, so we just fixed that hill. We have a new courier to help Gregory, and Cash is going to work on the warehouse so we can have a place for Gregory to live. Gregory is going to be the main warehouse courier. He's going to run the warehouse. Gregory is, because he's first. And so he's going to run the warehouse. So he's going to live here. As soon as Cash builds up the warehouse, and then he has to build the house. So that's going to keep him busy for a while. See this? We have to research that. That is a carpenter, but we cannot until we have a level 3 of this building, of the tree farm, the forester. And so we're not ready for level 3s. We don't have any level 3 builders yet. We've got to get the hospital. We've got to get someone to do a mine so that we're not so dependent on Arnarluk for stone. And so tonight, it's 9. We're going to go down into the tavern and see who we can find. Now we have 2 people in the tavern. Oh, geez. All right, we have Ingrid, and Ingrid wants lamb. Wow, I would definitely have to bring that back. So let me bring up the Akasha records. I have a set of Akasha records where I keep track of Jalapari's people, all the peoples, and that's interesting. Let's look for here for a moment. I'm going to have to search for it. Hold on. Oh, see, yesterday was not a good day. Do I actually not have it? Hold on a second. Open recents. Phew! I was trying to figure out how that could have gotten lost, and it did not. Let's get the Minecolonies skill set, and we'll do these for now. And so I'm looking for a miner. That's the only person that we can have right now, and I just realized something. I don't have any place for them to live. Sigh! So don't look at anybody. I can't look at anybody because I don't want to get someone or see someone that's good and then I can't get them. Drat? Yes, I said drat. So we're still waiting for a chance to get the miner. So because of that, because we do not have a carpenter, because we do not have a blacksmith, because we do not have a miner, there are some things that we have to supply. And so we're going to go into the warehouse, where the warehouse is supplied with a cutter and with a crafting table. This comes as a part of the Old English warehouse. And the reason that they put in the floor in dirt is, I think, because these are level 1s and they had to have some way of showing they were level 1s. And so they added dirt floors upstairs to show that those were level 1 couriers. So we're going to get another set of couriers in a little bit, and I'm going to work on that right now. So let's get this. This is the clipboard, and where are they? I hope I put them away in the backpack. I did. Yay. So I'm going to put these here in case I want to look at the individual ones and what they want. Where did I get that from? Oh, shoot. Where did I get the raw? Was that? I didn't give them back their stuff, did I? I'm going to count these as gifts from the monks, and we will put them in the refrigerator here. I'm going to say that these are gifts from the monks, and one of these is more a refrigerator than others. Let's see if I can find. I know I could search for food, and there isn't any food. So let's start a refrigerator here. Look what we've got. Yay! So we will be able to supply a composter. There are Why do we have so many? That's interesting. I'm not sure why we have so many bows, and I have a feeling that we do not have any, that we have bows by mistake, that we were supposed to be getting from Arnarluk. Sure enough, we were supposed to be getting fishing rods, and we did not. Here's food. So we'll put the food in here. So we'll give the tropical fish to the marketplace, to Jack, so he can sell it. But the rest of the food we'll put in here. Tropical fish are not food. They are pets. And so we're going to quickly take this fish over to Jack in the marketplace so that he can sell it. And so we'll come over here and put it in this box right here. And there we go. So when Jack wakes up, he'll analyze that, and then it'll go into he'll decide how he wants to sell it, and he'll go in. And we'll get a chance to see that. Yesterday, we did get a chance to see that on Twitch. I'm sorry about yesterday's Twitch, because we actually did see Jack working as a, so we'll check on that later and try that again. It is 5 o'clock in the morning, and we see Hayden walking around. And Hayden is wearing armor that was provided in the supply camp. The supply camp for Old English has a full set of armor and one shield, which Jack has sold already. And so that light going off is to remind me to drink. When Cash gets done with the warehouse, we're going to have him build this house. And this way Harper can move into this house, and the other courier can move into the house that Harper's in. And so let's do build options. The builder is going to be Cash when he's done with the warehouse, and we'll have him do that. I know I need the bedroom. Hold on, cancel. I'm going to need the bed in the warehouse to be done first. All right, so let's go back in. We didn't do any of the thing that we said we were going to do yet, and that is we actually need to provide some stuff for them. So let's come here and let's look at what's needed. On this list are things that they can't make, and so we're going to make all of this. And I hope there's no cobble here. Cobble is on the list, and fishing rods are on the list. So cobble and fishing, we're going to have to provide. We're going to be stuck, but we'll start with the wood stuff that's needed, which is spruce, 28 spruce, and dark oak and spruce trapdoors, and oak fence, and spruce plank. So we'll do those things first.
So I'm thinking about forming a union.
You are you? That has to be Jalapari, who just joined. because now there's 2 of them. So let's see how much cobble. I'm looking at that. And why did I come down here without looking for the spruce? Why? Why did I come down here without looking? Let's come here and look for spruce. And there we have it. So now we can go down and get spruce and make spruce plank that they need. So we have 2 spruce here. We received some spruce ahead of time from Arnarluk, not from Piti Hamalakut. Piti is a resort, but Arnarluk has 4 tree farms, a combined tree farm underwater, and so they can get those things pretty easily. Let's come here. We're going to make all of this into, and we'll make all of this as well. So we now have enough that we can make 28 stairs, spruce stairs for Cash. We have spruce plank for McKenna. So why don't I put the spruce plank in here for McKenna. Let's put that in, and they can take it to McKenna. And then spruce stairs will make 28. This is Minecraft. At this point, we're doing Minecraft. So now we have 40 stairs, so we can put them in here for McKenna, for whoever needed them. And let's look. So those are there. We still need one more spruce plank. We sure do. And we need a crafting table. So let's come over here and we'll do crafting table. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 5 crafting tables. And we'll put them in the shop for right now. And we'll put them here. Put some more, not this one. Let's put in this one here for the spruce plank that's needed. We need a courier hut and we need racks. Now I need to go to, and I'm going to bring the stuff. Mr. Villager! Oi, Mr. Villager, oi! How are you? How are you? Uh-oh. He just deleted all the messages. That's interesting. He's probably been there a little bit. Hello. Everything is going very well. Everything is going much better than yesterday. How's that? Everything is going very well. We're going to go and bring all the materials to the warehouse because now we have enough places. Wesson is feeding everybody. You can see Gregory sitting down to eat here, and Nikolai is waiting to have some breakfast. And let's look and see. He is getting potatoes. He is getting raw fish. He doesn't have any wood. And that's what he's waiting for. And we'll have to make some. So let me quickly rush and do this. So yesterday, Mr. Villager, I did, after the stream yesterday, I did with Vincentius Primus figure out the next stage of, I'll put that in so they can have a cutter to use. The next stage of, wait, what was that? Oh yeah, the next stage of Marketplace. It's funny, you felt a bit better from yesterday night to today, and you think we are sharing the same feeling. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, yesterday was not one of the good days for me. And so, Mr. Villager, I didn't keep that stream. I was a little frustrated and snippy about Trade Post yesterday. And I have, every once in a while, I can be I don't like to say bad things about things, especially a very new mod like Trade Post. I remember when Minecolonies was new, and I didn't even come in when it was the newest. I only came in at 7. I came in just at Minecraft 7 because I was coming over from, no, it had to be for 8. It had to be for like probably 12, because at some point Lord of the Rings didn't update anymore in Minecraft. Lord of the Rings didn't update, and I went over to Minecolonies because Vincentius Primus found it for me. Let me take these things. I'm talking and I'm not doing anything, and I need to get some wood for the restaurant. And hold on. So, I don't have a stash box yet. So we're putting this stuff directly into the warehouse if I can find a place to put it. So we're going to put all of this right here. I need some of this, so I'm not going to put everything away just for a minute. I wish I had some string, but I don't. I only have one piece of string. Yes, I know. And Jakari can actually complain about housing, and that's who's complaining, because he has a long trek. But we're going to come here. Oh, wait, I didn't need the coal. I don't need to make any torches or anything right now. Let's put the coal. Let's put the coal in here. And let's go up and fix. Talking about trade post. Guess who did the equivalent of 3 kilograms in suggestions in their forum? I think he got a spoiler. Got a spoiler, but I don't want to spoil me yet. Oh, a spoiler in regards to something? That's interesting. We'll find out. You could tell me, but we'll see in just a moment. I need some birch. Gosh, this has taken practically all day for me to do this stuff that I'm doing right now. We have 135, but I'm going to do a new birch 64 specifically to get some more firewood for the kitchen, for the dining hall. We don't have a chef's kitchen yet. And we don't have a chef's kitchen. We can't have a chef's kitchen yet. We can't have any of those things yet. We don't have any place to put anybody. And that's why we can't. So let's take this, and we'll do that one, this, we've got that, and we've got this, and we've got this. Okay, so I'm going to put this back down somewhere in the warehouse, and in a minute we're going to be out of room in the warehouse. So we do need a warehouse level 2 anyway. Look at that. Look at how much stuff we have already. So, you start doing the stew, the person who makes stew. Cool. It could give you a nice chance to do more items. Very nice. Yeah, no, I knew about that. That there's added to the chef is a person who makes stew. And added to, there's another one also. I know there's the server, or the, what do they call them? With the bartender, there's someone else with the bartender in the resort piece. And so when I do the resort piece, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to have the same thing happen. I don't want to use spruce. And so I came down without looking for oak. Now, because I've been using, and it's so interesting how quick things change. Oak, because we don't have a lot of oak. So I am going to use the spruce. Right now, I think we have more spruce. We have 1,000 dark oak, but we need that for the cathedral and the town hall. We're not growing any dark oak yet. Spruce we are growing. And we have more spruce, so we're going to make the pieces that we need out of spruce. You're going to start with sawdust soup? I hope not. only 196 subscribers and 500 videos. The numbers don't match. Yeah, I know. Would be an interesting meal. Sawdust? I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. So, first of all, oh, well, they're looking to make more blocks, aren't they? And that's what you're doing. You're making more blocks for them. I think there's a lot of foodstuffs that isn't being used that could be used. It would be better to add spices, to have somebody who can make soup out with using flowers or salad. There's no salad. Nobody, Minecolonies doesn't have salad. So if you wanted to do something, salad would be an interesting thing to add. And if the sommelier is going to do the stew-melier is going to do stew, then you could have them also do salad. And I think that would be pretty curious. Let's come here and look. Remember yesterday said curd wasn't good for the dairy. Of course he loved them. Of course he did. And I told you yesterday, when you mentioned that, I said to you yesterday that he wants to do more new blocks, and so he is probably going to be fine with that. And so yes. No, there's no salad. Look at this. Let's come here and do at Minecolonies. And let's go to the food. There is not a single salad on this list. There is cooked vegetables of all different kinds. There's tacos. There's stuffed peppers, but there is no actual salad of any type. There are a million soups. And in relation to coin design. That Ayer, you had a suggestion for coin design and he said no. I see. Mr. Villager is talking to the lead developer and he might be the only developer, but Ayer is the developer of Trade Post for Minecolonies, and Mr. Villager is doing some artwork for them, and so and we'll show you one of Mr. Villager's pieces of art in just a moment. But if he wants to add something, I would say add fresh salad, some kinds of salads, because there's a ton of veggie soups. There's a ton of all sorts of veggie soups. There's a ton of pasta and all of those kinds of things. There is fried rice, but there are not a single salad, not a single one. And we have cabbage, we have tomatoes, you could add lettuce, you could add actual lettuce and have there be salads. So that's my suggestion to you to suggest. You think you will start with veggie soup? There's already veggie soup. There's already veggie soup in Minecolonies. So you don't really need to do that. And yeah, but there is not a single salad, not a single one, not a single fresh raw vegetable dish, a raw vegetable dish. So that's for you, that's for Trade Post to do. Let's go back here and see what I'm supposed to be making, because sometimes when I talk, I can't do things at the same time. We need a courier. We need 2 courier posts, which require boots. I know that already. So let's come down here. I'm doing it again. Let's use the boot. Let's use this and find our boots. Boots. We're going to have to combine some boots in order to get a full pair. Oh, no, we don't. Not right away. Let's go. Let's sort. I can't sort the warehouse until level 3. So, I'm just gonna have to look for the boots wherever they show up. And luckily they're all together. So we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna take these upstairs and we're gonna put them together to use. Let's come here and put these together. They don't have any skills on them, so we can put them together. And that should be enough to make a full boot. It is. And this one's enough to make a full boot here. And there we go. So now we have 2 sets of boots. Let's come here and let's make a courier. And we need 2 more for level 2. And if we use iron boots, but we don't have iron boots, so we can't do that. I'm not going to do iron boots to make this. So let's come here. Let's put in a second pair of... Oh, we can only make 1 at a time. Ooh, okay. So let's do that. And let's do that. So now we have 2 of these. Can we stack them? Yes. Let's get the next piece that we need here. So let's come here. It's sunrise. And we need racks. And we need 16 racks and 2 racks. 16 and 2. So we need 18 racks. So let's look for the rack recipe. And let's look. They were terrifically specific about making a ton of different soups, but not the most common vegan ration. Yep, changing agenda. Thanks for telling you. Yes. So you can remind them. You can go out to Minecolonies site. You can go out to Minecolonies on JEI and see that they have like 9 soups already. They have 9 soups already, including egg drop soup, including potato, squash. They have a whole bunch of soups. So making soup doesn't make sense in the new mod. That is in conjunction with Minecolonies already. So why would you double that when you could make something completely different? And that is what I would say in regards to that. Let's look at racks right here. And we need to make 18 of them. So do we have enough? I think we do. Nope. This is only going to make 15 racks. 16. 1 and 2. So I'm going to make 16 racks and we need 18. So we'll have to break down some more. We'll have to break down some more of these first. So let's take this and let's get one of these. Why don't we break down this amount? Half of this. So that'll give us enough of those to use for things. And let's do racks again. And so now we just need 2 more. So we can do that and 2 more of these. So look, see, we used all of that wood already. And this will give us the 18 that are needed. And this is Minecraft. This is Minecraft. Let's put them in the inventory here. Let's put these in. And let's look at a couple other things. Dark oak slab. Oh, trapdoors. Spruce trapdoors too. But the dark oak slab and the bed. Why don't we go for dark oak slab and the bed? So let's look for dark oak. And there's dark oak log. So we're going to go down and get some. And let's see what you're saying. Someone commented on your post and Minecolonies team is already doing it. You got convinced. You suggested you have different demands from citizens based on housing level with higher and more closer to luxury. Yeah, Minecolonies is already doing that. So you're a tiny bit sad, but it's also an opportunity, maybe extra profit. Just kidding. It would be a pleasure to help them with that beyond the skin pack. Do the skin pack first, and then they'll probably let you do anything. A scandal incoming. Mojang might have used AI during Minecraft Live. Why is that a scandal? Why is that a scandal? Oh, you mean that they weren't really showing real Minecraft? They were showing, there's food in there. There's nothing here. We don't need all of these on me, so I'm going to take some of these and put them away. Hold on to the iron just in case for just a moment. We have dark oak, and we might need a little bit more spruce if it's over here. This is dark oak. Do I remember where the spruce was? This is dark oak, and now I can't find spruce. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's look. We're going to get some more spruce. Since she cut down a spruce tree, we do have some spruce. So we're going to come here, over to here, and we're going to get some more spruce. We're making stuff for the builders. Spruce log, and we're going to get some wool and some dye. I might be able to spot the wool and the dye without using. So here's spruce log here. We'll continue with that. See over here, there's wool. And there's dye. Is there any yellow? That's a yellow bed. And there is not. Let's take this wool. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many, so I'm gonna, yeah, it's only one bed. Let me see how many bed is being asked for on here. Just one yellow bed, so we're not going to do a whole lot. I see dandelions. I see some kind of flowers back here. And there they are. We're not going to take a lot because it's medication mostly. And we're using, and I think we have what we need to do what we're doing. Okay. Town hall, library, those are all from the supply camp. Then apparently the new park, kind of AI images during the event for posters, wall painting, and etc. I can't see properly. It seems it is what it is. Terribly suspicious. Oh, and then apparently for the new park, they are opening in somewhere I forget the name of. They used AI to show that. Well, hey, when I asked you about Trade Post's picture on, and let me show them Trade Post's picture on Build Tool. What did you tell me about this picture? Let's come down here. Let's cancel. Let's switch packs. And let's come down here. What did you tell me about the Trade Post pictures? When I said I thought that these pictures were what Trade Post was going to look like. I thought it was going to look like this. Remember? He's going to let you model the hut. Consult with Imri. I bet you do. Yeah. So remember when I said that it didn't look like this? Yeah. So you can't complain about Minecraft if that was okay, right there. And because they definitely did that. All right, and so, and the only thing you can say is the way you felt about discovering that they used AI in the Minecraft, when they presented the new Minecraft stuff and they used AI, and see how you felt when you found out about that is the way I felt when I saw that. So it just takes some getting used to, isn't that right? It'll take some getting used to. All right, so now we're going to make a bed, and we have some wool on us. I only need 3. 1, 2, 3, and we only have enough wool to dye 2. Shame on me. Oh, I know how to do it. We'll dye the bed, and that way we'll only use 1. I think we can dye the bed after it's made, and then we only use 1 piece. Sure enough. And that's excellent because we need to be able to save those things. Let's put these things in here. There's that. And put all that back. Let's put some more spruce. Not those. Let's put these back for a second. Hold on to this stuff. And the dark oak, we need to make some things. Wait, I put back too much spruce. I need to make trapdoors. So let's see how many trapdoors, and let's put away the build tool for a second. And wanted to build in the picture. Yeah, see? And that's the thing. That's the thing. It was perfect as far as I was concerned. And that's exactly what I thought it was going to look like, Trade Post was going to look like. So I was a little confused when I saw the styles of Trade Post. And it was like, this doesn't look anything like, what they showed. Okay, so we need spruce fence and we need spruce trapdoor, and we're ready to do those right now. Let's do 63 spruce fence. Do we have enough? We might have enough. Oh, time to drink something. All right. So here we go. Fence, spruce. So this is spruce fence right here, right now. And we need 28. So we're going to put this here and this here, and then we can count it out. So we have to do 30 because of the count, and that gives us that. And then trapdoors, we need spruce fence 63. Whoa. Okay, trapdoors, we need 2 trapdoors. So we actually needed 63. So we only have 27 right now. I don't think we have enough spruce for that. So let's come back here and get the rest of the spruce, unless they put it away. They didn't. So let's get that, so that we can make the fence. So spruce fence, let's come here. Do we have enough sticks? We might have enough sticks. Let's put this here, put this here, and let's see, we have 30 and we need 33. Oops, I made 36. Okay, so we needed 33. So we'll put that there. Wait, 68, right? We need more than that. Yeah, we need more than that. Hold on. So we need 2 more here, and I think that'll be enough. And we'll put these in right away so that they can use them. And you said maybe you will give them a build of your own to assist. You don't know how, but you would like to do that. Then why do we still have a stew melier if we already have 9 stews and a proper worker for it? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now they're saying that the person who makes stew will make it out of anything that's in the shop, and that's what they're saying as a difference. But I still say, in relationship to that they're missing an opportunity to make something that really isn't there, and that is fresh salad, fresh fruit salad, fresh vegetable salad, fresh seafood salad. There's a whole bunch of things that could be done. seafood salads, chicken salads. There aren't any salads at freaking all. There aren't any. Now, maybe in, let me look at something for a second. Let's look at cooking for blockheads. At cooking for blockheads. I don't know that Cooking for Blockheads has food. They don't. It's Farmer's Delight that has food. Now, Farmer's Delight, I'm looking, all cooked food. All cooked food. I don't see a single salad anywhere. And so if you want to back up, I'll go on Trade Post Discord and say the same thing, that all of the Pam's, Farmer's Delight, Minecolonies, they all have soup. Nobody has a freaking salad. And so that is, Farmer's Delight food design is commendable. Yeah, they have pretty good. It's pretty okay. No salad. You still have no salad. So if you want to add some more blocks, that would be the block to add. So we were just checking on that for a moment. So we need 24 dark oak slab, and we didn't do the dark oak yet because we need 2 trap doors, and I just want to make sure, and 5 spruce fence. So, stairs, so I said fence. Let's do the stair first. We need 5, which means we have to make 8, and then we can put this here and make 2 trap doors. I'm going to make 4, just so that there's some extra. And we'll put these back in here. So we'll put those there, and we'll put this up for now. Actually, let's leave these here. I'm about to do the dark oak. So let's split a dark oak, and let's begin with slabs. We need 24 dark oak slabs. So this is dark oak, and there is our first set of slabs. I'm not going to make more than enough for this because we are low. We have a finite amount of dark oak, so I think I'm just going to put that in, and then let's look and see what else was needed. Now we're running into oak, a banner, flower pot. Now we do have some brick. Remember I made some? And sure enough, we have brick for flower pots. And so I'm going to go get that. That's very silly. Okay, we'll see how many flower pots. Well, how many flower pots do we need to make? We only need 1? Really? Only 1? Oh, and we need a guard tower. Okay, flower pots only take 3. 1, 2, 3. And so we'll put that there. Guard tower needs, where did we see those bows? Was it right here? They've moved. There they are. We need guard towers. So I'm going to take 2 and see how that works out. And then, how long have we been doing this? We've been doing this for a little while, just talking about all the things. Let's do the guard tower first. And let's see how that works. Oh, we get 2. Ooh, nice. So we can put that back right away. And then the other thing that we need is oak fence, the flower pot, and the banner. I put back the wool. Let's make a flower pot, and then we'll go get wool and oak. So we can put these things back in here and let them put them away. So Let's put these here. This isn't enough for a banner, but I'll take it out right now. We don't need all of this dark oak, so I'll put some back. And what are we looking at? Now the cobblestone's a problem, and I'll have to figure, and the fishing rod is a problem. So we'll have to figure something out there. The colony banner, we can actually give them what they need for a colony banner. We just need some more wool, because I believe it's made out of white wool. We'll check in a second. And then we need oak. And I will try just once. Nope. So let's go up and check for oak. Inventory. It's so much easier with the warehouse to look for everything, and that's why we moved everything over. And I'm looking in the wrong place. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. There we go. So we have 16 logs left. Wow, we are low. We are low. But we have to make fence, so we're not going to make a lot of, we're not going to make a lot. We only need one. It's probably something that I took away. It's strange having that meat in the freezer. So let's just take 3 to make the plank that we need. And we'll put this here. And we'll do that. And now let's make oak fence. And there's oak fence. And we just need that amount. And then the banner. Isn't it nice? It's very nice. This is colony banner, and I think that's what's needed. So we'll do that one. And we've got one of those. Now let me see if that is what was needed. 2 of those. Okay, so let's do 2. And now we have 2 colony banners, and we're going to put them in here. So this is going to help. All of these things being already made is going to help everybody do some of the stuff that needs doing. Let's see what else. So the cobble is the only thing now, and the fishing rods. Madeline can't do anything until she gets a fishing rod. We don't have any string. We have 1 piece of string. Let's see here. For some reason, Ayer suggested that. And compensation together with the apothecary. There might also be spices, right? Suggested that. I didn't even know who the nether, that the nether does spices. The nether pepper, it's not in the nether. It's called a nether pepper because to separate it from the regular peppers, the nether pepper is this one. And Minecolonies has several recipes that use this, but it now grows in hot and dry biomes. I thought it was just going to grow in the nether because it's a nether pepper, but it grows in hot and dry places. But there are 2 peppers already, and that pepper is a spice, and there aren't that many more spices, so I could understand if they wanted to do something like that. You overloaded him with the drinks for the resort. Basically he asked for only 3, and you already delivered 8 or 9, and you even did the most recent one yesterday. Nether, almost the literal use of the name. Yes, it's another pepper. So that just sounds like what it is, a hot spicy pepper. And so look what we've got. Ooh, look at this. This is gorgeous. She's still working on it. This is the builder, Littleton builder. We already have an Old English builder, and we have a Town Hall Old English builder, and we have a Cathedral Old English builder. So we're putting in the Littleton builder as the fourth builder. And we will probably get a fourth builder as soon as we have some more housing, which we do not have yet, because we have to at least get housing for a miner first. And so what we have Cash working on is the warehouse, so that, and what do you need, Cash? Let me see what he's asking for that he hasn't gotten
Good to
yet.
see you, mate.
And there it is. So there's the cobblestone. The cobblestone is for that. Let me look at something, because we're not going to have cobblestone until a ship arrives from Arnarluk. We're not going to have cobblestone. Let me see what happens if there, how much cobble is needed. It still needs slab. It needs a lot. We're in trouble, my friend, right here in River City. Somebody just got done something. Hold on, who was that? McKenna, she completed it. Yay! So McKenna completed the first shop, the builder shop in this area. And this builder shop is going to help with buildings that are going to go along this area and through here all the way over to the mine area here. And so all of that is going to be done by her, but she's not going to use this shop yet because we don't have 4 builders. So she can use the level 2 shop that she is working out of to make this house, which she is starting right now. And this house will give us 1 more bed that we need. So this house is pretty big, but I think that she can actually, let's look and see what she asked for. Wow, we have a hospital, everybody. Excellent. Let's see what she's asking for. Cash is still asking for those pieces, and we'll come over. We now have a hospital here inside, but we don't have a doctor yet. Isn't this pretty? Oh gosh, I love it. This is the cathedral, and there she is, and we have a single bed in the hospital right now. Yes? You think that's funny? Okay. And over here, we have the enchanter. We have not done any research to get anything remotely like that. So let's do something for a second. Let's come over here, because Maisie doesn't have anything to do right at the moment. And let me see how much, when does the person who lives here in the university, let's see when they come into play. So let's look at build options. They come in at level 2. Let me see if there is a person, can a person live here? This is, I forget whether this is level 2 or level 1. So we're going to look at the Mystic site. I think it's only level 1. Build options. It is, wow. The oak and spruce we can have, but the dirt, that'll all be fine. But the stone, it doesn't need, look at the brick. And it needs a huge amount of oak. And I don't see, I see an alchemist tower. I don't see a house anywhere. Oh, that's because it's right here. Hold on. It is actually right here. We're going to have her build this first. It has to be built first, and sure enough. So we're going to have Maisie build the house that belongs here, and that will give us some more room. It's raining. Nobody's going to work today. Let's see. With enough scholarly position, yes, we do. Carter's been doing a pretty good job of it, and he wants to continue doing it. Let's look here and see where the residence is. The residence is in the level 2, and so we're going to have Maisie upgrade this building when she gets done. I'm going to wait. I want to wait for a second because I want to see if you could do a level 2 house in a level 1 building. I don't think that you can. I think they have it so that you can't do that. But we're going to check and see. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? This is amazing. So this is the Mystic site. And we have fairly good drenching rain today. Hi, Madeline. I know you don't have, I know you need a fishing rod. She's not even going to complain today because it's raining. And so we're stuck. We're stuck at this point. Should I have him move to something else that he could work on? Let me look at this. Because he can't work on, yeah, we're going to have him move here. Look, there's no cobble at all. So build the building. We're going to have Cash work on this building right now because there's no stone. We have to wait for a ship to come in with the stone on it. So we're going to cancel him building the warehouse right at the moment. Cancel the upgrade for a second. And then it's a closet. And then it's a closet. I walked into the closet. Hi. I know, Jakari. I know you have a long way to walk. Yes, we have Hayden. Hayden and Carter are actually going to be able to do research when the time comes. But Carter is now employed there, and because there's not enough room for Hayden to have a place to live, he is waiting. He's doing archery duty until he can work at the university. And Cash has started on this forester's house. This is the Old English Forester that we're building. So there's going to be a house right here. And as he works on it, we shall see it. Now, did she plant another? So she didn't. So let's go to her stash and let's see if she has any trees that didn't get picked up. She doesn't have anything. So let's go to the warehouse and let's see if there are any saplings in the warehouse. We're just going to have to plant. She's not getting any saplings, or let's look at our saplings. SAP. We do have still 8 of them. We planted 8 and we still have 8 left. So I'm only going to take 4 right now from here, and then we're going to have to figure out how we're going to get some more. I think we'll have to get them from Arnarluk, and we'll do that. But for right now, we'll come out, and I'm just going to plant them. Now, when you plant spruce, it changes the ground, and so that's why we have Potzel here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll let that grow in, and I just used those, so I'm putting that into the library. And there we are. Maisie just finished the house. She just finished it. Wait, how did she finish it? Oh, because that yellow bed that I made, she used the yellow bed for this. She sure did. Excellent. So, here's what we can do. We can move Hayden into here, and we can have 2 researchers at the university. And moving Hayden in doesn't do us any good. I know what we can do. Let's move Maisie into here. I'm going to leave Hayden where he is right now. We have a researcher. We're only at level 1. We need a minor. And so we're going to have Maisie live here. So manage housing. And Maisie's going to live here. So Maisie and Carter are at least close to each other for now. But this does give us some room in the tavern for 1 person. Which level of it is? Level 1 of the Mystic. This is a level 1 mystical site, and which is the cathedral, and the hospital is in the level 1 of that. So we can have the doctor live here as soon as Maisie and Carter have a place to live. And they don't yet. Oh, somebody's sick. Let's come down. Hello, guys. What do you have?
Morning.
You have the flu, huh? Okay. Let's take out some carrots. 1, 2. There are 2 people who are sick here. 1, 2. And so we'll start with Hayden. And he needs carrots. And we'll do this. 1 and 2. So there we go. So he's going to walk away from whoever that is, and I'll be able to see who the other person is who's sick. Who is the other person there? See, there's another person there, and I can't see who they are.
Oh, right away.
There's Carter. Okay. And he needs it too, so I will work on it. It's Carter who's sick. And now both of them have the cure, and we can continue. Okay. So yes, the hospital is, and the enchanter, and the house are both at level 1 of the Mystic Site, which I think is really good, because the Mystic Site is completely in wood at level 1, and so you can get the hospital right away. And over here, the enchanter is here, simply because this is where the enchanter is going to be, and I think that's cool. The graveyard pieces are down here, and I don't think any of them are in yet. This is where the graveyard, oh, there it is. So yeah, the graveyard piece is here as well. So that means that in Old English style, you can have the graveyard, you can have the enchanter, you can have the hospital, and the Mystic Site all at this level. You still have to do the research, but you can at least have those pieces in there. And this is the cathedral at level 1, which is the Mystic Site for Old English, which includes this builder and includes this landscaping. You had to have this landscape in order to build this cathedral on. And when these 2 are finished, we're going to join this piece of land right here so that people at the university can walk right over to the cathedral. This is a temporary. Mr. Villager suggested this because we did not have any place yet for the people to come, and I could have put it in earlier, That would have been really cool, but we have it for now. And until we hire a doctor, we're going to use this because I can't see them in there, but I can see them when they're standing here. So I'm still acting as a person giving out medicine. The ambassador is acting as a nurse. And there she goes. She is working on the house that is right here. And McKenna's working on this house. And over here we can see, wow, over here we can see Cash working on the Forrester house. And you can see it right there. So for the two of them, let me see if there's anything that they still need for a minute. Yes. Ah, an oak door. Okay, so Cash needs an oak door. So we're going to go over and get one. Make an oak door for him. Let's see if there's any oak still here. There is. Perfect. Remember, we don't have sorting, so those things are not going to move because of that. We have to get 3 doors, but they know that they're in here, and we can just put them there like that, and they'll get them from there. And we just came out. So this is where we're at. Gregory is taking those doors over to, ooh, get to drink something, yay. I'm drinking maple milk this morning. Which is a mixture of maple syrup, half and half, and milk. Maple milk. And it tastes really good. Okay, and look at him go. So he's working. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and the sun's going down, but he's still working for now, and working on the house. And over here, she's still working on taking the ground away so that she can put in the floor in this house right here. So she's working on that. I wonder if I have the door in the wrong place. Nah, the door is right there. It is. And that's why she's taking that away. I put this here because I wanted to see how wide the road was going to be. So I'm making this part, this little area here is going to have sidewalk and a 3 wide road because we're going to have rows of houses here. So we have 2 houses on this side, we have the builder here, and then we're going to have some houses next to the builder on this side. Well, I think Littleton houses. Oh. Let's get a shovel. I'm gonna get a shovel for a minute and shear off this edge because it goes up too high. We're gonna push it back a little bit more, just in case for now. And we'll take off, why don't we take this part? Where's the road? This is the road right here. Probably coming along. No, this is the road. See how everything's lined up right here? So this is the road right here. Ooh. Going all the way here. And there's 2 houses right here, so there isn't going to, the road's not going to go through there. It's just going to go along this part right here. I beg your pardon. Ooh, we're out of oak. And she is not cutting any oak trees yet. Or they haven't gotten to the warehouse. Let me see what's here. Nope, they have. See, there's nothing here. We have oak, and she's chopping down oak trees, so she knows that oak is needed, and I just love that. So she is chopping down oak trees now because of the demand for oak. And it's a good thing because look what we've got. We've got 23, and let's go to where this is. because we need some oak. So this looks like the oak that she brought in. It's right here. And over here we have more. We have 16. Let's take this 7. Actually, let's take the whole thing. Because what's needed is, let's look at this, is 21 oak planks and 23 oak fence. So I think the sticks are upstairs. If we need to make sticks, let's look for sticks and see if we have any. This is definitely a Minecraft day. But it's been fun talking to Mr. Villager about trade posts, the new trade post stuff that's being considered. And that's very cool. And let's look for sticks. And we have 17. And they're here. So that might not be enough. Part of them are here. We could take some, I don't want to use spruce. We could take some dark oak to make sticks. If we need to, and we are going to need to. So let's just take half of the dark oak to make sticks. Half of a stack of dark oak. And that gives us a full set of sticks. Okay, and then let's fix this. And we need plank in order to make plank. So we need 21. Ooh! So there's the 21 plank that we need. And then we have 64. So let's come here, put in here the 21 oak planks, and then we still have 64 for the fence. And how much fence? We need 23 fence. So let's do oak fence, and we'll get that. Fence. And how are we doing? So we're going to spend just a tiny bit more time doing something for Mr. Villager's village today, because we discovered 28. Yep, I think that was 28. 23. Ooh, so we have more than enough. So we'll put this here. We're going to spend some time with Mr. Villager's villagers, traveling the countryside looking at some things. Was Mr. Villager here? Mr. Villager, were you here when we found the monastery? Because we found another monastery in this area of villagers, and I don't know that he had come. He was in chat when we found it. So I think we will. Now, of course, when we leave the town, they're going to stop working. Should I take this away? I just kind of like it being there. We can make them walk around it at least, right? Why don't we make it so that they can walk either this way or this way? Why don't we do that? So they can walk down this way, they can walk across this way, and they can walk this way. And we have this section here. And we can bring them down just in that section right there. Now we have the outside of this house area here. So I'm not going to take it away until we see the house, but I think this is sitting in front of the house. And so we'll bring down this piece and we'll look at that. But Mr. Villager isn't answering, so he's probably started getting on to his day. But we're going to come here for a second, and I'm going to put this away. And if he speaks to me, then I will say what we're doing. So what is she working on? Let's just see what she's working on for a minute. She's not working on anything. That's what I was afraid of. So we're going to have her start on this, even though she's not going to have enough stone. But the request for stone is going to come in. We need another house in this area, and that's why we're building the university. We also need a level 2 university. So Maisie is going to work on this. It doesn't need a lot of cobble. It only needs 7 cobble wall. We might actually have 7 cobble wall. We do need to make another residence, and we could stay here and work on those, but I think I want to go and show you some things. We're crossing over. We're using this little crossover right here that the people of Jalapari, the first 4, they used this crossover to come around from this hill, around Cherry Hill, to the ocean side. This is ocean out here, to the ocean side, and they parked. They came in on a little ship that is still parked where the villager Bohemian miners are. Yes, we actually have Bohemians who are miners, which is a really unusual thing to have happened. And they are right here. So this is actually a ship that they use, but our people came in on this ship. First 4 people came in on this ship and walked that distance over to the new area. Now the villagers who are here, some of them have chosen to stay here with the mine that is here. You can see that there's iron on the ground that they're processing. They have some wood. They're probably using it to make the fires. For the minerals, that there's some gold and there is iron in these hills. And so that's what they're doing. So a portion of them stayed here. The other portion came over to a new location. There was a barbarian fort over here, and that fort was abandoned. And so I'm not sure it was. I think the people who had the fort, we made a treaty with the skeletons in the area, and they got them to go away. So we built this for Mr. Villager's town that we're going to connect to. We're going to have one of the outpost pieces. So let's get this builder tool for a second, and we'll come here. In Trade Post, there is a couple pieces that are necessary. This is Trade Post and Economic, and one of them is an outpost. And is it up in the air? No, it's back at the other place. So let's X and let's do that again. So one of them is an outpost, and this is what an outpost looks like. And the first time I saw it, it was like, what? It's just farms. I don't understand. But that was because I hadn't read the wiki. And so this is a builder. It is a guard. It is and it's also farmers, at least one farmer. And this is so that you can grow produce that you cannot grow in maybe your city because it's in the wrong biome for growing. But this outpost is needed to trade with this area here. And before we can have an outpost, you see this rail right here? It connects to another thing from Trade Post. It connects to the train. So when we go to economic, the train station right here is a necessity. And for both the train station and the pet shop, we need a coin from the marketplace. So that's why the marketplace had to be running. And it is, I just don't know how to get the coins. So I'm going to have to go back and see why I'm not getting any coins out of the marketplace. So this is, and if it's because there's still a problem with the one that I pulled out, I'll move him over to the one that is theirs, is their style, the Trade Post style, and see if I can get a coin from there. So this rail station is needed to connect. Now, I still don't have a clear understanding of if you have rail between the rail station and the outpost, because the builder has to walk from whatever town you have established to the outpost in order to build it, and which is kind of curious. But if we study rail and they can actually take a rail there, that might actually be interesting. This is a level 1, and the level 5 looks like this. So this is one of the things about Trade Post, is that they are adding their own, some pieces of their own, some of their own blocks, and so which makes their buildings look unique. And this is what the level 5 of the train station would look like. In Trade Post, in the hills, so there's two styles of Trade Post. There's Trade Post and there's the hills. In the hills, the outpost looks like this. So you can see it, it's in the hills. And the level 5 looks like that. So you can see the building is practically underground. And then the farms are up high. We have a guard tower up on the top. That's the hill for the outpost, and then the train station. Looks like this. Let's see the level 5, and I prefer this one. So we would use this train station in the town of Jalapari. And so that is why we have this village here. I'm not on a server. I don't have another town. It would take a long time to build another full town for me to trade with. So I'm going to start off first. Hi, Anya. How are you? How are you doing this morning? Welcome. So I'm going to start. So Mr. Villager wanted a village, and he also wants villagers to live in Jalapari, and we will, as soon as we get the essential workers that we need in Jalapari, we'll begin to start adding villagers there. But for now, they live here. And we created this. This is Pagoda Thaler, who designed Pagoda. Let's look here. Let's go to Pagoda. He created in decorations Theo. Have I been saying his name wrong all this time? Pagoda. No, I haven't. Thaler, he actually included in his decorations villager housing. Now, at the time that he included it was around 15 or 16, and we're at 21. So it was meant to be able to have villagers to trade with, because it was I think at 16 that they started having jobs. I think I'm just looking at that right now, and it's nice to see you, Anya. It is. Welcome. And that was fun. So let's so we put in Mr. Villager made a map, and we put in all of these buildings. However, there are some villager buildings that we do not have, and one of them we got yesterday. We got a scan for it, and it is in my pieces. So we're going to go to Monster to Mermaid. And if Mr. Villager is not here, I can't put this down, but I can show it to you. In Monster to Mermaid, Decorations, Villager, and right here, wait, Decorations, wait, I made it go away. Let's go back. Decorations, Villager Blacksmith. And there it is in the air. So remember this old building? Remember this? One of the first things, and wasn't it so exciting when they started having this building? And so we copied one of these to add to this town so that we would actually have these particular workers. But since Mr. Villager has something to do in the United States right now, he is not. He's in South America, and so where he is, the time is different, and I think he's in school right now. So when he comes back, today is Wednesday. When he comes back, we will check on this. So while we're waiting, we're going to look at the map. I actually found another village that has a church, and I would like to scan that and bring that back as well, just because they're fun buildings to have in a village. And I don't know where I saw it, so we'll have to look along here and see. There's also another house that I like. Now, that is not, if I'm not mistaken, that is a skeleton city. But let me look for sure. I'm almost positive that's a skeleton city, but we can go here and see. Let's teleport to here and see what this is. It is a skeleton city. Notice there are no villagers here. And there it is. And there is what kind of city it is. It has, what are these called? These creatures? What are they called? A hoglin. So it has hoglins as a part of, so it is absolutely a skeleton city. And so we're not going to take any buildings from here, although they are really nice, aren't they? Let's go to sleep for a minute. We're going to have a ton of hoglins. But let's come up here and see if I can find someplace safe. Look what I found. Look at this. I found this right here. Let's make this go back into the warehouse, into my supplies for a minute. And Mr. Villager is back. Yay! Okay. I'm glad that you are back right now, Mr. Villager, because I'm going to ask you, would you like any of these buildings from this little skeleton. It's like the skeletons. It's like the skeletons built a town for their villagers, and this is the way they built their town. And if you want, we can add these to your town. So tell me if you like these buildings, any of these buildings, and we can build them. So I'm going to do something here. I'm going to let a couple of these go. I don't want to have a million of these. And you see how many we have so far. So I'm going to let these go. We have more than enough right now. And I don't want them all to spawn. All right, so isn't this interesting? So would you like to have any of these buildings? I mean, for your village? Look at this piece here. It has an upstairs, so I imagine that they're not going to be able to use the upstairs here of this one. This is very pretty. Oh, but it does have stairs, and then it has the ladder piece that goes up to the roof. But it's worse than when they were zombies. Yeah, it is. It is indeed. Hoglins are quite the thing. So, but this is a skeleton city. This is a skeleton location. Butchering them? What do you get when you butcher them? Do you get meat? Okay, let me see. They're gonna die. Let me get, I do have an axe, and I suppose that will work. But what I need to do is change into a little mermaid so I can be down on the ground. And now remember, I'm still, if I get down on the ground with them, I think I can get hurt. I think I can, but we're gonna see if that's true. Did we get anything? I don't know, that was weird. Did you see that? They're not really attacking. And it's probably because of the way I am. That was very strange. Did I get anything? Let's see. Let's come to here. Let's look in the backpack. Yeah, I did. So is that what you want? Meat, and there would also, these are hostile animals, and even before they become undead. But look how cute they look. Look at how cute their faces are. That's such a shame. They're so adorable. They're just cute. Uh-oh. There's another one. Let's take this one away. Oh, I can't now. I think I have to hit it with the axe. No, I can't take it away with an axe. Can I take it away with this? Let's see. Well, let me put a torch. I can put a torch on it. Let's see if I have a torch in my backpack. Doesn't a torch actually stop it? And I don't have one on me. Let's see if I can find a torch for a second. Ow! Okay. Somebody just attacked me. Let's go in the water. I just got attacked. Oh, I stepped on... they didn't attack me. I stepped on a cactus. I stepped on a cactus. Let me get a torch from here. Let's take that torch off. And let's go to here. I don't think he attacked me. I think I actually stepped on a cactus. They're being very sweet to me, see? But I want to put this here so that no more of them spawn. Doesn't that... Whoa! Okay, that doesn't stop them from spawning anymore. Oh, that's fascinating. That does not stop them from spawning anymore. Putting a torch on top. Isn't that interesting? I thought that did. Yeah, a cactus bit me. Okay, so... I don't want to kill them. I just don't want to. You know me. I don't really want to do that. Aw, look at this. Look at everything in here. This is fascinating. That's fascinating. Just don't get too close for too long. Oh, to the cactus, of course. No, they're okay. Oh shoot, I keep forgetting that cactus is... I'm getting injured by the cactus. I keep forgetting that the cactus is dangerous in this area. And it's dangerous for them too. So, yeah, I don't really want to do that, Mr. Villager. I don't want to. You know how I am about that. I mean, even though they eat meat in Minecolonies and stuff, and on Earth, I am not a vegetarian. I am omnivore, or whatever the thing is where you eat everything. I'm not keen on killing things that I know we can use them for food, but I would rather grow ones for food than use these. Nobody lives here. If you would like for people to live here, I can fix this so that there won't be any more hoglins, and they will eventually go away, and we could let these go. If you want villagers to live here, we could do this. And the interesting thing about villagers, having a villager shop here, let's look on the map for a minute. So that's this town right here. Let's bring the map down. Yeah. See, there's no real land connection unless we did that. I don't know how this outpost thing is supposed to work. I think it works fine if you have, like, see this border here? So if you had a border like this and you wanted your town here, let's say on this land right here, and you knew that you had this over here, you could put a trade post, you could put an outpost here, and they could walk to it. And that would be fine. But in our area, we're not really going to get anything. We're not going to get enough in relationship to that. I did find, before you came back, I was talking about the fact that I found so we're here. Somewhere here, I did find a church. And I was going to look. I wonder if I think this is where we were yesterday. We were here because, so let me teleport to here for a second. Uh-oh. There we are. Oh, yeah. So this is the place that we were at yesterday. And let me put these away for a second. I'm not going to use tools. These. And remember, this was where I think there were the house on stilts. We had to put the house on stilts here. And notice that there's actually wheat stacked up down here. Can they get down there? they're just throwing it down there apparently into nice, neat stacks. Because how are they getting down to that? I don't know. I really don't. That is a, wow. Oh. Yes, it's a weaponsmith. Cool. There's a weaponsmith here, and of course there is, because this is where we got these two things from. And so that has given us some more things that we could have. And so now we can put one of these in Mr. Villager's village, the one that we're building. And let's see. Maybe in peaceful they become peaceful. I thought they were fully hostile. Yeah, I think they are. I think they recognize that I am a mermaid, and we have the ability to, you know, charm everybody. We can charm everyone. And they don't attack, so they don't turn, or they disappear when they turn, technically. Yeah. So, no, it's fine. No, I think you're right. I think that's true. What's going on here? What are you trying to do? Why aren't you going home and going to... Why aren't you going home? Because you want to go across here? You forgot something? You can't figure out a way around? What's this person doing, Mr. Villager? What are they trying to do? Okay. So the other reason that I came back here was there's one of these tall buildings here, and I kind of like these. And this has the lectern, so this is a librarian right here, and I'd like to get this building. Is that okay? So we'll do this. We're going to scan this building so we can have one of these. And let's get a scan tool. And we'll make one of these as well. So let's get, what are they called? Box, what are they called? I've lost their name. Let's go to @Minecolonies, and I'll be able to find it. Placeholders. Just that quick. Placeholder. I need a placeholder piece so I can put it down so that we can know that we're getting the full building. I think we need to bring the placeholder out from here, out all the way out to this corner right here. So I think that should be enough on that part. And then on this side, we need this to come out. Let's come down from the ground. Let's do it from the ground. Right here. And bring this all the way up so that I can get the top of this. So how far up do I need to come? I just need to come to here. So let's see how far that is. I think we're up just a little bit too high. There we go. So we don't need that one. So now we can scan this as the top and come down here and scan this as the bottom. Is there a floor in here? Yes, there is. So we need the bottom floor, so we'll scan this as the bottom. So let's come here and let's see what we've got. Yeah, we didn't go down far enough. So we only have the bottom, and we're out a little bit too far on this side. So let's take these pieces away here, and let's go take this away, and let's go down one piece right here. Right here. So let's do a second scan. Let's scan that piece as a second position, and this piece as a top position, and let's see it reassess itself. And there we go. So now it's in the ground, so it's taking the one block that is the floor block, and now we can copy it. And so we're going monster to mermaid slash decorations slash villager what's this, a villager library, and because there's a librarian, and we're going to save it. And now we have that. We have a blueprint for that. Let's look at here, and we should see that we have, this is what we just scanned, and the whole thing is there, and so this is perfect. Okay, so we'll X this, and we'll put the scan tool away. We'll get a clean scan tool. I prefer using clean ones just to make sure that I'm not making a mistake. So now we have a library. So let me get an axe. Let's use this axe, and we're going to put this down. Yeah, it's very hard. It's interesting that Simon, who created the textures for Chroma Hills texture pack, made them look so cute. They look so adorable, and that it makes it really difficult. So there's a library, and so there are two libraries here. There are two weapons smiths. There's a bell there. Is there a second bell? Is this actually two towns or one? And then they have mining with Bohemians living out and mining in this area. I think that's interesting, because the very first Bohemians that we found, remember, they weren't doing anything. They were artists. But these last two Bohemian encampments, and let me get a lamp for a second so you can see. Look at this down here. Look, there's coal. So they are actually mining and using the Bohemian section. We're going to have heat. The air conditioner is about to come on. Goodness sakes. Now here's another big house. And let me see if there's anything in here that we would want. Oh, this is the one that has that. But I don't see a piece here that would make them... Oh, there it is. The smoker upstairs. So this is, in fact... but I don't know that I like the smoker being upstairs. I don't know. Do you like this house, Mr. Villager? It has the little yard, and then it has a smoker upstairs. If I copied this to bring back to your city, let me see where this smoker is in relationship to this chimney. Let's bring this chimney down through the ceiling. And where is it putting it? Right here. It's putting it right here. Let's put the smoker all the way down. Let's do floor. And let me look and see what that looks like here. So we would need a piece of stone here for this. So this can be a bed. We can put a bed up here. which would be nice, especially since it's lovely and warm. Now they do use stairs. I'm going to put this color bed because I want to. They do use stairs, so we can do that, and then we'd have this. What do you think of this? How can Java villagers have so good path finding AI and Bedrock not? That's a good question. That is a good question. So we're going to let these guys go for a minute, and we are going to get this building as well. So we're scanning some villager buildings to bring back to Mr. Villager's building. So I'm going to scan this, and then I'm going to look for the church. So let's get the placeholder. I need a placeholder to be in the ground. So why don't we put a placeholder right here? And then from the top, I need to come all the way out from the chimney. I need this chimney piece to be here. So we have to come out this way and all the way over from here. So let's put this on the ground right here. That is far enough out to protect the roof, and we just need to bring it up until it reaches this height. And over, oops, take these away. I think it's right here, but we'll see in a minute. And it is. Okay, excellent. That's actually a butcher. Yes, that's what I figured, that it was a butcher. That's why it has a smoker. And let's come here and let us do the second right there, and then up here do the first one right here, and let's look and see if we got the whole building. So we'll come down so I can see the building in the background, and sure enough, we have the whole building. We're coming out a little far here, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think I'm going to be okay with this save. And so Minecolonies, no, monster to mermaid. To mermaid / decorations. Decorations. TIONS / villager. Villager butcher. BUTCHER. And there we go. And so we can save this, and let's come here and look and see if we have a good save, and we do have a good save. Okay, so let's X, and let's get rid of the hut blocks. I mean, these placeholder pieces that we put in. I'm going to repair the ground right there and come back around here and get rid of these. And now we're going to go look for the church. I found a church, and that way we can have, who has the blender? Is that a cleric who has a blender? So we'll have that. Should I do one of these little farms? This is a little teeny tiny farm. Do you want a little teeny tiny farm like this as well, or do you just want the farms that we have so far? Let's see if he's still here. He's not. So let's come here and let's look at the map, and let's see if we can find. So now we found two. So we found this one. I don't think that this is a villager place. Let's teleport here for a minute. Yep, that's what I thought. This is actually a deserted Minecolonies town right here in these hills. It has a little square. There's the tavern. See the tavern right there? This is the town hall right here. That's the forester. There's, yeah, if you start with these, you get everything. And these are actually guard towers. There's a guard tower there and there. We have all these guard towers all along that waterfront part. And then down here, this is probably a restaurant or a house, and some pieces right in this area. That looks like a mine. It is. And so, and this is a farm. So you pretty much have everything you need for a town in this location, and you can find these on the biomes maps. We didn't do this because this is similar to the area that we were in already, and I wanted to do something different anyway. I wanted to do Old English. I love this being here. It is a guard tower right out here on this island piece, and I think that's cool. So that's what that is on the map. This is where we are, right here. But I am looking for another village. Look at this right here. Do you think that's mines? Let's teleport to here for a second and see where we are. Ooh. Oh, look at the ruins. This looks like witches. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. It looks like a witch's city. That's a ruin of a witch's city. So we see all these little houses here and up here. Oh, look at the floor on the inside. Oh my gosh. This is definitely witches. This is not skeletons. This is a witch's house. Isn't it beautiful? It's a remnant of a witch's city. And it is gorgeous. Isn't it gorgeous? Do you want some of these? Do you want me to, like, scan one of these buildings, like that one that has that beautiful floor? What curious crops. Let me see what they're growing. Oh, it looks like they're growing cattails for fabric? Yeah. Oh, fascinating. That's fascinating. Ooh, look at this. Whoa, wait, I have to make sure there's, sure enough, that looks like there might be a trap. It's a trap. When they have that across there. But has the trap been broken by this piece right here? Let's do that. I think that piece of grass growing in broke the trap. But everything in here, this is a meeting place of some sort. This is fascinating. And what's this here? Ooh, look at this. Oh, this is interesting. What are these? These are florists. Oh my goodness. And this is Forgotten Forest. It sure is. And we have seen other places in Forgotten Forests before, and they can be so beautiful. They really can. And I think we're going to spend the night here because the sun is setting. But this is, I think, mahogany? No, it's maple. It is maple in Forgotten Forests. And let's see if I can find a little place with a bed. So there's no bed here. I thought there was a bed up here in one of these. Wow, I just love this. Yes, what are they growing here? Odeon bulb. Oh my gosh, they're actually growing Odeon. A kind of onion? It looks like a kind of onion. Interesting, or a kind of potato. Oh, that is freaky cool. Oh, that is curious. Let's go to bed. Is there a bed here? There's not a bed here, and look, there's a blast. There's a blaster there. That's a different type of style, a thing. Is there any house left? Let me put on a lamp so we can see. Is there? There isn't anything here. Why don't we just go ahead and use this? There's a tree where the entrance is supposed to be. We'll use this to sleep in tonight. I think this moss looks really pretty and is going to make a wonderful place to sleep. So we'll sleep here. It is. It's beautiful. It really and truly is. So let's put away this, bring the lantern back. It can be a little dark in some areas. I thought there was a house. Is it? No, this is the one where the Odeon was. Would you like to have this as a building? Would you like to have this building in your town? This building right here? You don't have to. I'm just asking if you would like. You could scan it. No, but all the bedroom places are gone. I don't see, unless there's one over here. I thought I saw a bed, but no. And what is this? There's a bed. Oh. Ooh, do you see what this is? This looks like where they cure. This is for curing zombie villagers. Wow. They had a place for curing. Wow. Okay. That is pretty intense. This is a witch's. This is a remnant of a witch's city. And because they're not even using the same kind of plants. They're not even growing the same kind of food. I love it. Yes, it really is. Let's go to the map just one more time. So that's what that is right there. And this, believe it or not, is where, see these mushrooms right here? That's actually where we spawned in. So we spawned in this area. And then we came down here and we did see that this is a fort. And what is that? That's lava. That might be a teleporter right there. But this is definitely a barbarian fort right in that area. And I'm looking for the place that had the churchyard. So this is where we got the butcher from this city that belongs to, that village that belongs to the skeletons. And there's another village in here somewhere. That looks like a wrecked ship. That's probably a shipwreck right there. Do you want me to check and see if it's a shipwreck? I'm almost positive it is. Let's teleport to here. It is not. It is not. What is this? Oh, yes, it is. It is. It's what's left of a ship, I think. I don't know that it has anything left in it. It's just a wreckage from a ship. I probably could dig and find something, but I'm not interested right now. I was just curious to see if it actually was a ship. Look at those hills. Or are those trees? Look at these sentinels. These are sentinels. Of course they are. Look, there's a city. Yes! Look, it's my people. Look at the... Hello! It's my people. I love these. And let me get one. I think I can get one. It is a man o' war. That's what those are. Those are man o' wars. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. This is a city. Look, it's really almost really kind of a town. But these structures here sort of gave away the fact. Usually these signify warm water. Wow. Okay. So let's... Do you see what I see? We have turtles! Oh yeah, and now we've got ruin. So we have some ruins of a mermaid city. This is an older mermaid city ruins that we're looking at in this area. And the newer city is over near those rocks. But there used to be a city here, and there probably isn't anymore because look how high the water is here. Look where the water is for this. So this must have been deeper at some point. And that would be a good way to explain these. That even though these are out of the ground, are in the air now, that in my story of Minecraft, that these were underwater. And that's why they were able to be decorated by MERS and the like. And it would explain these little islands. These were actually islands above the water line at one point. And what kind of wood is this? This is ironwood. And so let's go back to the map. We were just looking at that sunken ship there. And we are in this area. So this is all warm water, and that means that there are mermaids in these areas. And there's an actual arch, which is a sure sign of mermaid cities. These arches in the desert area here. Did I look at this? Is this a city here? Let's teleport to here. Nope, it's a mine. It's a full mine set up right here. So this mine doesn't have a town attached to it. They were probably living underground in this mine. These spaceships are always interesting. Let's take these pieces out and let this whole thing fall away. And there we are. Ooh, what time is it? Is it that time? Oh, wow. Look at our time. We have like 2 minutes. I've got to find this city. I've got to find, just for a minute, the place where I saw the church. So I want to find it right quick before I have to leave. I've done a full 3 hours. It's not here on... That's 2 notifications. That means that, sure enough, House of Doggis has started on Twitch. He starts at 6 o'clock my time, which is Central Daylight Savings Time in the United States. That's my time. And I'm still looking for that church. And I think it's in Grasslands. So I'm going to come down into this area of the map, and we have another skeleton castle here. There's a fort right there. Those are the skeletons use. Barbarians, they pay barbarians. You know how Minecolonies can pay mercenaries? Well, the skeletons pay mercenaries to help them guard. And that is a volcano. And I do not see this other city. I don't know what that is. Hold on, let's teleport to there for a second and see if I can see what it is. Is it actually anything, or is it just a land shape? There's a barbarian outpost right here. So we have a barbarian outpost. They haven't built, illagers build the towers, but barbarians build these. Oh, look, we have turtles. I love turtles. Okay, so let's quickly go back to the map for a second. And this is where we are. What's this? Let's teleport to here for a second and see. And oh, this is what I saw. I just teleported to it. Okay, and let's come, nope. Let's come to here. So that's a large barbarian outpost there. And then we have water. And what is that? Aren't those both barbarian outposts? Look, we have ships. I'm almost positive that that's a barbarian outpost. We'll teleport to it. And sure enough, smack dab in the middle of Amaranth country, a barbarian. That means there's a monk's house somewhere in this area as well, because there usually is a monk's house who takes care of all of this amaranth. This kind of wheat is a special kind of wheat, but I don't see the house, their house, unless they destroyed it, unless the barbarians destroyed it. Let's go back to the map. I know I'm wasting time. I know. Yeah, see, there isn't one. So the barbarians must have destroyed the house that was here. Alright, let's push this way so I can see where I am. So how in the world did we get over here? We must have crossed over. We do have some blue water, some mermaid water right in this area here. And let's look and see where we are. So that's down from where we are. These are the Cherry Hills right here. See where this is the Cherry Hills, and you can now see Mr. Villager's village and the Bohemians on this stretch of land here, and the witches and the monastery. You can see all of them here. Something's here. This is probably abandoned. That looks like an abandoned. I'll just teleport to it right quick. Whoa! I think I teleported right. It's not. It's a village. Ooh, look how they're dressed. A leather worker. Oh. Okay. So I'm going to stay here. And look at this. Is there some place to sleep? It isn't. Look, and it's got one of these. It's got one of these pieces to it. And there's a bed up here. Let's go to sleep here. Whoa. So we found another place that I had not found before. And look at how the people are dressed here. It must be cold. Wait, come back. Hi, you. And so we have a leather worker here. How many people do we have here? Can I see? Oh, there's only one. Wow. And this is big. There are some things here that look like ruins. What's that? What in the world is this? Oh, look what it is. Look at this. This is a stone cutter sitting in one of these. I thought it was maybe a tree, but look at the build of these. This is beautiful. So he's out here in the middle of nowhere, but the rest of the city is over here. And this is not where I saw the church. So I still haven't found it. I'm sorry I didn't take a picture of the church at the time. Look at these buildings. They're completely different. Whoa. I love this. I know. Isn't that strange? I know, I saw that. I think they just plopped the building down in that area. Look at that farm. They have a pet fox, and look at this. And there's a baby. Hi, you. There's a kid. They have pigs, and in here, so that means they have a smokehouse. Oh my gosh, there's just too much to do. But they do not have the church that I'm looking for. But now we know that they're here, that this is actually a city here, a town, one of their towns. And see, now you can see how big it is. It actually looks like 2 or 3, like you've seen in your worlds, Mr. Villager, that there's 2 separate villages together there. But that is not where I saw here. Look at this right here. Look at that right there. I think this is it. Let's see if this is the one where we saw it. No, this is another one of these. Another one of, and look at the animals. Did he just cross over that? He did. He just crossed over that. So this is another little area. They have horses and sheep. And they have this house. Yeah. They have this house, which is quite a nice house. And so I'm going to find the church before I leave. So let us go to the map again. So we have a couple people living here, and we're right here, and Mr. Villager's village is right here. And let's just go across to this side here and see if I can see where I saw that other village that has the church. We have mountain. That is an Illager tower, it looks like. Look. See the prisons out there, teleport. And sure enough, wow, an actual Illager tower right here. Let's just make sure that they don't have a golem trapped, and they do not, so that's fine. And goodness sakes. All right, so we knew that this is what this was. So let's come to the map again. I've got to find it. I'm looking on the map. I've got to find it. Unless it doesn't exist. Now, there's another, this looks like monks here. This is absolutely a skeleton. But look at the city right here. Let me see what this is. Oh no, it's a fort. I can tell by the configuration that this is actually a fort. It is not a village. And right here, neither of these two have villagers attached. That is curious. Wow. Do you see that right there? That is a big skeleton castle in that area. And we have ships, and we do not have, wow. I can't find it. But I did see a putty tat. I did. I just don't know where I saw it. So I think we're gonna go back for now. Oh, that's a shame that I can't find it. And we'll look again next time. Wait. Look right here. I don't see them having a church, but that looks like a village, but it might be mine colonies, a deserted mine colonies. No, it's a village. Yay! Whoa. Okay. It's a different one than the one we were at because see their clothing? Hello. I see you. And down here, let's see this one. This is priest. Priest. Hi. Okay. So we have them. And so this is Savannah. So we have, it says ironwood core. Oh, because these are ironwood trees here. And you're thinking, no, we didn't see any people before, so we haven't been here. We didn't see those people before. How much? I've been on for 12 minutes past the 3-hour mark. I'm going to stay the half hour, just so that I can find, look at one of these. Ooh, look what we've got. Oh my gosh. Look at this. They are keeping armadillos. Whoa. Wow. And then here's one of the classic ones. This is usually for horses. This one here. Oh my goodness. This is a nice big town. Look at how much hay they have. And so if you want something from here, unfortunately they don't have the church. So I'm going to stay the full half hour for a second and see one last time if I can find. So that's a pretty good sized town there on this peninsula in this area. And to see the savannas. That is very popular, isn't it? That actually, Savannah town has a lot of people living in it, which is very, very nice. And so these are all Mr. Villager's people, all scattered along these areas here. And I saw that one already, I thought. Didn't I see this one? I don't see any people, which is why, but no, I don't think we were here before. But this is another village here, and there's the people now. So the people have spawned in. And look at this house. Let's look at this. Oh, this is nice too. And it is inhabited. Don't worry, I was going to take your bed. And this is, there it is. There it is. Yay, we found it. Dun, 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 dun. This is what we were looking for. This is actually what we were looking for. The original, the very first real kind of building in Minecraft. This is the church. And I remember when these first came in to the world and there was nothing like it. And it was like, oh, this is amazing. Oh my gosh. So what do I have? Do I have enough time? Yes, I do. I have 15 minutes. So let me do, I'm going to do the 3.5. So let's, I have a scan tool, but this one's used. So we'll get a new scan tool. And we'll use it. And so we need the ground underneath. So we'll put a placeholder right here for the bottom of this building. And we'll come all the way up to the top. And we need, see this sticking out back here? So we need a placeholder at the top. Actually, I think it's better to put the placeholder here. No, see that right there? We'd have to put a placeholder here and then put at this side, put the top, and let's put a placeholder here. I have to come out far enough that I'm getting those corners right there. So I think that's far enough for that. And on this side, am I out far enough to get that? I am. All right, so we'll scan this as the bottom. And up here, we'll scan, we didn't come out far enough this way. So let's bring this over to here. I have to get the front part of that right there. No, that does it right there. So this will be the top right here. Let's see if we got the whole building. And we will have one of this. It seems both of your suggestions are already being taken care of in Minecolonies team already. What a shame. Which suggestions? Remind me which ones. For a moment. The ones about them, because they've already done having leisure time. They've already done having luxury because you can see it in the clothing at level 5 in medieval clothing, and in a lot of the clothing at level 5 they're much dressier than they are at levels 1 and 2. I beg your pardon, 1 and 2 and 3. So let's click on this and we have the whole thing. There it is. We can see that we have the entire thing all the way down to the bottom, and we should have it below. Yes, we do. So see, it's down below. So now we can, and it comes up high enough to get the very highest blocks there. So now we can name this. /decorations /villager space ER space church. What else could, I mean, it's a church, right? It's absolutely a church. So let's look here, and we have the entire piece. And there it is right there. And it even has your yellow glass. It has yellow in it. Okay, so we can X that, and we'll get rid of the pieces that we've had here. So let's get a piece of sand, put that back, and over here, put these back. And then we can use the axe and get rid of these right here. And hopefully there's no thunder and lightning. And one of these houses, we can look in the house and see, do people live up? Oh. Wait, is there not enough bed here for you? You want to be in bed with them? Hold on. Right, let's put a bed down. And they can be in bed. And that is exactly what they wanted. They wanted to be in bed together. So we fixed that. Okay, and it's a temple. A temple? I'll accept a temple. Look at this. Look at the pirate ship out there. Look at that. Look at the pirate ship out here. I was going to go to sleep. Ooh, it's a Minecolonies pirate ship. Oh, look at it. It's a Nordic ship. It's gorgeous. And it is barbarians. It is pirates. Nordic pirates, probably. And there are beds here. Why don't we sleep here for the night? And there we go. When do I check that road map, by the way? Which one? But working aesthetics with them will be lovely, yeah. Where do you check their roadmap? You can go to the suggestions, and they have it pinned. They have it pinned in Discord under suggestions, under schematics, and there's a couple places there. So you can look for the pinned, and you can see what's going on. Is this ship doing? Are they doing? What is that? Yeah, those are still pirates. Those are pirates in the water, probably that would become drowned. But that is what that is. There. And oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I mean, it was just sad, that they wanted to be there together. Actual apples on the tree. Wow. This is a wealthy farm, a wealthy town, I should say. Abundance and some beautiful houses, including this house right here. Look at them having this. Hi. Hello, you. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. And so, yes, so we have, so cute, they're trying to spawn. So we have a bunch of different little houses here. So Mr. Villager, if you want any of these, and look, see they have cows. So that is the smokehouse, and he is upstairs in the smokehouse working. Now we moved the smokehouse downstairs, and we can put a bed upstairs since we know that they can go up to it. We actually put a bed up here and moved the smoker down to the first floor. So right next to the cutting board, the butcher block, that's right there. But now we know for sure they can have cows, they can have pigs, and that works perfectly for smoking. They probably can have chickens too. And there's the church. What a great spot for the temple. Isn't that a perfect spot for it on this water right here? I just think that's so cool, them having it there. We've got farmers and some people here. That looks like a fisher, but it's not. It's a farm. It's a botanist. A botanist? Look at this. Look at, you can get a hanging pot. Whoa. That is beautify or handcrafted. That is so cool. That you can get some modded things from the villagers is so cool. A hanging pot they'll make. Wow. So we've got a lot of little houses here. So we've got a lot of people. And there is our golem. He's trying to do something. What are you trying to do? Uh-oh. We've got about 5 minutes left. I think it was stuck. Oh, you're trying to go in or around, or what you trying to do here? What are you trying to do? We'll put him up there so he can come the other way. I guess he wanted to look in the window and see what he was doing. I guess that's what was happening there. And this right here is one of these, but it has a ladder, see? So they don't use a ladder. They would get stuck up here. So it can't be like this unless we put stairs on the outside or something like that. They can't use that particular house, the upstairs of that house. And so I'm going to go back now to Mr. Villager's village and we'll look at it. Although, Mr. Villager, if you're still here for a minute, which one would you rather have? Would you rather have this as the place where, see right here, see this person here is a mason, an actual mason. So would you rather have this as a stonemason and keep the other as a blacksmith, the tool maker one? Or is this one too different? If there was a resort in here, you would spend some time here. I think they have some. I think we could make this, for instance, into a little resort. We could actually put some stairs on the outside that went up to the second floor and make 2 separate rooms out of the top for guests. And that would be kind of fun. But I don't have a response from him. We have 2 minutes left. And so what I think I'm going to do is go back to his actual village, Mr. Villager's village, and we'll look at it. So here we go. Yes, there's lots of beautiful places to set down towns and all. I just sometimes don't want to destroy the beauty of some of these areas, and so that's why we moved into those grassy hills where that witch's house was. So we're going to go back to Cherry Hill. We're going to go back over to our town, which is over here. So see, that church is on this this shoreline right here, that temple. And we're coming over to the Cherry Hill area where Mr. Villager's village is right here, and we're just going to teleport to here. And I'm standing on top of one of the buildings, and here we are. Dun, 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 dun. And we did it. We found those new buildings, so when we come back next time, we'll do that. Sure to copy that double house in there near the smokehouse. I will. I will copy that that double house. So here we go. We'll come back to it next time and we'll look at it. But right now we're standing in Mr. Villager's little town, and we can see the people gathered around in the background, gathered around the bell because of the time of day it is. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They're having a meeting awfully early. It's not quite sunset. Hold on. Thank you everyone for being here. Mr. Villager, thank you for being in chat. Anya, thank you for stopping into chat for a second. Thank you very much. And for all of you who are going to watch later, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Thank you. And yes, enjoy your games. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. And we'll be back. And we've been listening today to Vincentius Primus. This is Adrift behind me. And now we're going to listen to Vincentius Primus play the guitar. So here we go. Bye for now, everyone. Bye for now.